What's up, Pokemaniacs? I am the Online Orphan, and I am your analyst for Season 2 of the Pokemon Ubers League, or PUL for short. And today, we are doing another draft analysis as we take a look at the Cardwell Colossals. So let's jump right into the analysis here, as the first Pokemon we are seeing is one of his Uber picks, and that is the Kyogre. Kyogre, incredibly hard-hitting special attacker, water type moves for days, obviously can pack thunder as well, as it will set its own rain, so it will always hit that. Coverage moves few and far between, of course, with the Ice Beam, but really this thing can set the rain for his team, hit incredibly hard on the special side, and go from there. He's got the Terrakion, physically offensive threat for his team, rock and fighting type moves there. Gonna do a lot of damage unless there is a dedicated switch in from an opponent. This thing just hits very, very hard. Choice Band Terrakion is nothing to scoff at. His next pickup is the Nihilego, or Nihilego, however you want to go about it. One of the new Ultra Beasts, and getting that Beast Boost ability after it KOs a Pokemon can be devastating. This thing hits incredibly hard, Sludge Bomb, Sludge Wave, as well as Power Gem, typically carrying a hidden power as well. Could be a Sash lead variant to set up Stealth Rocks, which is always an interesting bring. But Nihilego, just a very hard-hitting special attacking Pokemon. He's got the Pelipper up next. Pelipper, water flying, so super weak to electric. But again, another Pokemon that's going to set up the rain. So very interesting here. Does get access to U-Turn to switch around for initiative, Scald, or a Hydro Pump. This thing can hit with Stab Hurricanes, always effective, always going to hit in the rain. Can confuse opponents with that as well. Defogger for the team also. So that'll be the Pelipper here. Interesting to see it paired with the Kyogre, so multiple rain setters on the team. Next up is the Forretress. Forretress, a very defensive bug and steel type Pokemon, so only weak to fire type moves. This thing can set up all the hazards. This thing can rapid spin the hazards away. Very bulky Pokemon, actually has access to Volt Switch, so it can switch around for initiative. Earthquake, Gyro Ball are the other standard sets you can see on this thing, but that's Fortress in a nutshell. Next up is the Rotom Mow, or Rotom Cut. Of course, getting defog like all of the Rotoms now do, but hits pretty decently hard with Leaf Storm, and can do some nice damage there. Can spread around some status as well. Could be Trick variant to trick a Choice Scarf onto an opponent. So Rotom Mow, Rotom Cut, very, very versatile Pokemon. He's got the Dunsparce, Tier 5. Dunsparce, a very interesting, low-tier Pokemon. Can paralyze an opponent, do a little bit of damage, which is always fun. Certainly a great mon for meme battles, but other than that, Dunsparce isn't going to be doing too much for the team. He's got the Mega Steelix. Mega Steelix, an interesting pick for the team here. Certainly a big defensive wall for his team, which is always nice. Think can set up Stealth Rocks as well. Hits very hard with Heavy Slam, of course. I can do a number of other, different things. Obviously, Earthquake can hit a ton, but very interesting to see Mega Steelix paired with this team, considering the multiple rain setters. So next up, we also see the Moltres here. Moltres, very interesting, fire flying, obviously very weak to incoming Stealth Rocks, but this thing can set up as well if it has access to something like Z Sunny Day. Can go in and Flamethrower, Solar Beam. Also has access to Ancient Power, so if it gets an Ancient Power boost, it can try and sweep from there. But Moltres, a very interesting low-tier Pokemon. He's got the other Uber in Zekrom here. Zekrom, very hard-hitting Dragon Electric type Pokemon. Decent mix move pool for Zekrom as well. So looking forward to seeing, which way the Zekrom is brought every single week. Next up is the Gardevoir. Gardevoir, very hard-hitting special attacker, stab Moonblast, stab Psychic. Obviously, coverage moves and things like Shadow Ball. This thing just hits incredibly hard. Very low defenses, so pretty frail, but can also, throw out Hypnosis to try and set up on opponents that way. So Gardevoir is a very nice mid-tier level Pokemon. And last but not least, he's got the Swellow. Swellow is an incredibly hard-hitting Pokemon, whether it be the Flame Orb Guts set or the Specs Boom Burst set. It is really difficult to find something to switch in to a Specs Boom Burst from Swellow. And the Guts Facade Flame Orb set is equally just as viable, but Swellow is definitely one of the best lower tier Pokemon, so really great pickup there. So looking over the team, a really interesting build here. Again, multiple range setters here, which makes the Mega Steelix pick kind of interesting. Obviously, a couple of multiple typings repeated, obviously with the Kyogre and Pelipper and Swellow, but does hit a couple of cores fairly decently here. He's got Steel Dragon Fairy, of course, with his Steelix and Fortress, along with Gardevoir and Zekrom, and of course hitting Fire, Water, Grass as well, with Kyogre, Rotom-Mow, and Moltres, throwing in Pelipper in there as well. So definitely hitting all the bases here, and really interesting spread for a team. The synergies will be interesting to see as the season moves along, but that is going to be the analysis for the Cardwell Colossals here in Season 2 of the PUL. Check out all the links in the description where you can find all the information for the league and myself. Once again, I am the Online Orphan, and I am signing out.